The hospitality industry. This is Sudhangshu Rathi. Okay, can I have a round of applause? He has a illustrious career that he has led and a stalwart of the industry. Okay, he has been through hotels. He has spent time with hotels which we all dream of. He's been with the Oberoi Trident, the Hiltons, the Sheratons near Niagara Falls. Okay, then cluster GM at Resonant Hotels Resorts as Northern India. Okay, Hyatt, Director of Sales, and at the moment he's a cluster GM in Howard Johnson. It's a Renest Hotels and Resorts, Howard Johnson by the Wyndham Group. Okay, and you'll be surprised, he's also played a small stint in the serial under Bonnie Kapoor. Okay, and I'll request him during his speech to give a few of his dialogues. Over to you, sir. Please.
Thank you very much. So kind. Thank you so much for. I don't know. Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
It's so surreal to be here. I've not prepared any speech. I'll just go random. Feel free to ask me any questions, interrupt me, or at the end of the session. It's so surreal. 23 years ago, I was one of you, just like one of you guys. So I'm an alumni from IAM, 1999-2002 batch. And apart from the great learnings and teachings and so whatever career you choose, you've chosen. I hope you've chosen to be, hospitality or hospitality is a wide term, not just hotels. If you have chosen it to be a career, great platform. It was such a great learning exposure, and best part was the time spent here and the friends we have made. Not even 5%. I don't even have the calculation, but not even 5% of our batch, which was around 120 to begin with in first year, which dropped down to around sub 100 in after the training. So you'll get the reality in second year when you get to the hotels and experience. So you might have some misconceptions about the hotel industry as you've not entered it yet. So you'll get the reality check. It is not cut out for everybody. But if you're chosen, it's totally up to you. As I mentioned, it's not just that 5% is not hotels, so they're not doing well. They're probably doing much better. Or equivalent, everybody has their own path and journey. So they have diversity to different segments of different corporates or doing something of their own. So whatever rocks your boat. But yes, whatever you learn here, it will be of great help indeed. I've seen people from different colleges, different universities, different courses come into, and IAM has given us really rock solid base. So thank you. Thanks to IAM. And as I mentioned, you've chosen this path. This is going to shape your future. You're 20 years down the line. I'm 40 plus now. I was one of you some time ago. The career, the experiences, whatever I have today has taken that shape because I chose at times when you make decisions that changes the course of your life. So I have 2 kids right now. If I had not done hotel management, I would have not been in the industry. I would have not met my wife. She was my manager at Pride Oberoi. So it's just a luck chance. And that too, everybody's comfortable with English, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that too, was destiny. I was in Canada, I came, and then I moved to London. In between, I'd come to India, that's where I met my wife. So destiny. I'm not a spiritual or religious person, but there is something to go about, something. So just to go back on my career trajectory, after the college over here, we had the option to go to Robert Gordon University for the 3rd year. A couple of my batchmates did choose that option. I stuck around because I had plans to go to masters. So after I did my training from Maurice Sheraton, ITC in Delhi, huge, beautiful hotel. And after 3rd year, I went to Canada to do my post-graduation in hospitality itself. I started working over there in the Sheraton on the Falls. It's one of the beautiful destinations in the world. Say 670 rooms property, half the hotel overlooking Niagara Falls, penthouse suite, duplex, full glass, Jacuzzi and air force is just running for you right there. So majestic and beautiful experience. I was the only couple of people who had left after the visa expired. Everybody else I knew, they stuck around by hook, crook, legal, illegal, and they've now settled over there. Not what I recommend. I moved back, very happy with that decision, because that opened up other avenues rather than doing anything illegal or care and which were not. During that stint, one of the experiences I'd like to share, unfortunately, coincidentally, so my visa expired, I was working in Sheraton. So I'd reach out to HR that visa expired. They get your passport, we'll issue a letter and you can apply for a new work permit. So I was new in the career, starting salary थी, saving वगैरह कुछ कर नहीं रहा था. थोड़ा जो आता था, खर्च देते थे. That very day, चोरी हो गई होटल में. Back area से staff locker भी क्या front office के back office में से bags वगैरह रखे हुए थे, उठा के ले गए. But I happened to carry my passport that only day, out of 365 days, that day I had a passport in that, which was gone. So I had to apply for a new passport and then a new visa. So I did not have a job for like 3 months. They could not let me continue to work because I didn't have a work permit. So I did some odd jobs as well, and really proud of that experience. They were not illegal jobs in terms of under the table cash kind of thing. So Pakistani restaurant में बर्तन मांज रहा हूँ ताकि खाना मिल जाए. So that's, but I never borrowed money from anybody. Even कमाना शुरू कर दिया, parents से भी नहीं मांगा. I had friends, I had you can reach out to people. But जो था, literally I had times when bread के ऊपर नमक डाले है, butter के पैसे नहीं थे. Great experience. It was good. 3-4 महीने में पास पड़ा था तब visa आया. But that whole experience was very good learning. Because I mean I've been blessed. ऐसा कुछ struggle नहीं रहा life में. But those times I really cherish those. That खुददारी थी और नाम किस मांगा. So overall a great journey there. Then I choose to come back to India when my visa was expiring. I came and joined Oberoi. That's what I mentioned. After that, I was planning to go to either Australia or London, and coincidentally, luckily, I got the job in London. There was a regular guest of ours in Trident, Oberoi. So until Saturday, I was working there. I flew on Sunday. Monday, I was working in London. And that guest was a guest there. She was from UK itself. She was a guest in that hotel, and she got started. She's like, "There's somebody just like you in India." Someone has it?
Yes.
It was quite fun, yeah. I was there for 10 years, the same company. I joined as a receptionist. The hotel was 8 and 1 bedrooms. Massive. 7 F&B outlets, 16 conference halls, meeting rooms. And it was at the Tower Bridge. So Niagara Falls, iconic location, Tower Bridge. So the hotel name is the tower itself. It's one of the largest hotel room operating company in UK. There are 36 hotels where I was with. And right at the tower. So, upsell in front office, you do £60,000 a month. Out of 8 and 1 rooms, koi kamara had a good view. Other hotels looking at the Tower Bridge, Thames, Tower of London, Marina. So, a good stint. So I was joined as a receptionist because I had some time in Canada, some time in India, and then going to another country, I had to come down. But in 3 months' time, I was given the opportunity to be a duty manager of 8 and 1 bedroom. 800 room मतलब double occupancy weekend, that in London. So it was sold out daily. Weekdays as corporates, weekends tourists was London. So double occupancy पे अगर देखें 800-1600 लोग guest है, 450 staff है, 2000 लोग एक छत के नीचे, and I'm not even 24-year-old duty manager, basically looking after everything. Beautiful experience. And even now you keep learning every single day. Now 40 plus, I still learn every single day. So from there, I moved out, consciously took the decision to move to different departments. I single-handedly, I was given an option from reception to make a reservation department with a clustered department, but because it was a huge hotel, so I made SOPs, hired 20 people, everything planned, set for reservations. From there, I moved to meeting events, corporate sales, operations manager. I was operations manager before 30. Now, things I'm talking about, it may sound like bragging, but it has been a beautiful journey. So if you talk about any regrets there, I don't have any regrets. गलतियाँ करी हैं, काफी करी हैं, but they have been learning, and it's part and parcel of your journey, career, right? कुछ भी, चाहे career है, personal life भी गलतियाँ करते हो, as long as you learn from it and move on from that, not make the same mistakes again. So before 30, I was operations manager at a boutique hotel in Hyde Park in London itself, which was quite a जब शेयरटन में भी था कनाडा में, I used to look up the building and I'm a child from Haryana. मैंने इंग्लिश भी बाहर जाके सीखी है, ऐसी नहीं. तो I used to look up the building, 6-7 rooms, a glass building, narrow floor, like why would they hire? वो तो एक insecurity होती है, but don't have to be. And first interview ever in my life, I mean, यहाँ पर एक बात उस experience बताता हूँ मैं. But actually when I was looking for a job, and I got through, it was that time dream come true, and a beautiful hotel, new brand, and it was great. So yeah, 24 duty manager before 30 operations manager, and by 32 I was deputy value center general manager from cluster of hotels in London, looking after sales, revenue, marketing. So multiple departments I did consciously move, parallel moves or a promotion to different departments. When I came back to India, so my father passed away over that. While wife in the UK, and mother wasn't comfortable staying back in London. So I asked my wife to, we can't let her, एक तो पहले ही parent हुआ है, you can't, at that age you can't ask somebody to settle or adjust. So we moved back. We still have a house over there, we have British passports, but we are wrapped up, it'll be 8 years in November, we moved back. So got 2 kids, we're back in India. So when I came back to India, I barely had any experience. I just had Moria की training करी थी and Oberoi, which was not even a year. So I had to, from deputy value center to cluster general manager in London, I had to come down to India. I'll go back to एक interview about that at this property itself. How it was, I had come down for session for hire people here. Now I had plans already to go to Canada. I was not looking for job. But as everybody was saying, I sat for the interview itself as well. So a training manager from IAMites asked, what if I offer you a bellboy job? I was very candid. I'm like, I've done 2 diplomas and a degree, 3 years time. I don't think I'll be happy with getting a bellboy. Nothing wrong with the title or that job itself. But I did not think that it needed any qualification, which I've done, to join as a bellboy. So I was very candid. And I'm not saying I was wrong in that was my choice. From his point of view, it was that I didn't have a job, I should have accepted whatever was coming my way. I still don't think that would have been, somebody who's desperate, somebody wanting to, somebody is okay with that, fair enough. I wasn't. Anyway, I was not looking for a job. So, ये हो गया, ये यहाँ पर 2002 में हुआ. I came back to India in 2014. That was hired. Again, I was applying for jobs because I moved back to India for good, looking for jobs. Hired again, I applied, and they're like, I don't have any experience in India, and I was applying sales because I had a parallel kind of balanced experience in operations as well as in sales. So I want to get into sales in India, and they're like, as I do not have experience, they can offer me a sales manager role. Now, nothing wrong with the sales manager, but I was 33 years of age. I was already operations manager, deputy value center general manager for cluster hotels, coming down and joining as a sales manager. Hierarchy is a lot of problem. I did not say no. If ये experience होता ना कि जब bellboy वाला, because he did not hire me and Matthew ma'am and like I was one of the good bright students. Like please consult him again because he's one of the bright ones. So he had a word with me. He's like that your answer of not accepting that. I did not like that. And उस time में मैंने बोला that's my this thing. मैंने बोला and that's it. But ये बात 20 साल बाद 20 साल बैठा 2014 में था. मैं okay. I went in for the interview. I would have not accepted sales manager at that point in time. I went in and I convinced them to take me as an ADOS. No experience in India for sales. कोई connections नहीं है. Industry वाले नहीं जानते मेरे को India में. कोई travel agency नहीं जानता, companies में नहीं जानता. For sales you have to develop your profile and you have to have connections involved. But I sold myself to begin with to take me at the next level. It wasn't the money. Money पैसा कमाना तो pounds में कमा रहा था मैं. सब छोड़ छाड़ के आया, but I wanted to not go back that low. So great. ADOS I worked in Hyatt for good 2.5 years. Then I was heading sales with the Hilton in Gurgaon. And then I joined, it was coincident, March 2020. 2nd of March I joined this company. I'm with at the moment. It's Unique Mercantile. They have 10 hotels. So Howard Johnson Chinar Park's a 90-room 4-star hotel by Wyndham. It's one of the largest hotels, one of the top 5 basically. And Rines Hotels, which is homegrown brand of the company I'm working with, they have 8 other hotels. Howard Johnson Calcutta, Howard Johnson Bangalore. So 10 hotels are the moment altogether. Now, I had a conscious decision again to make. I was heading sales in Hilton for 3 years. So after that sales, that was it. I was unit head for commercials. So this was a GM role, cluster GM for multiple properties over there. It was a new brand. It was supposed to be based out of Shimla and running the hotels in Leh, Manali, Shimla, Spiti. New brand, not a tier A city. I took that leap. Let me give it a shot. I'd been doing something. I'd been with brands. So new brand and its inception. So Lemon Tree, they're doing very well. But at some point they started right. So I've been with this company for good 2.5 years now. I've spent time in Manali. I've gone to Shimla, to Spiti, to Darjeeling, to Goa, multiple places to source out hotels for them. I've spent time in Jaipur, run one of their hotels, and in Kolkata now. A beautiful stint. The Liberty, so I mean, brands good, nothing wrong with them, and any other brands as well. I mean, it's totally up to you. So again, not a wrong decision. And that time, a lot of people ask me why do new brand, not a deal. A beautiful journey. That time of experience. I mean, Manali mein baith ke, I used to live in the hotel itself. Miti kolo, samne nadi hai, jungle hai, pahad hai. I mean, and I'm getting paid for that. It's quite a place. Kaam tha nahi us time lockdown tha. So yeah, that's been my journey for this thing, professional journey in a gist. Or personally, as I mentioned, so my wife is from Goa. I have 2 kids. I love to run. I'm going back to do a highest marathon in the world. There's a joke, how do you know somebody runs a marathon? They're telling you. So I've done multiple marathons. It's a great, because I play all the sports, but I suck at all of them. Running में ऐसे कुछ नहीं करना, भागना है तो dancing chita. So I've done multiple. It does need dedication, not easy. So, but yeah, it's a great thing I would recommend. I mean, if I can do it, everybody can. I still drink, smoke. So balance is the key, I would say. Karo sab, enjoy karo, try karo. But yes, health is gonna be there with you forever, literally. Nobody, mummy, papa, bachche, baby, girlfriend, अगर कोई साथ तुम अपने साथ तुम ही जाओगे. So make sure to invest in the health. Definitely. I mean, there's not. I don't have any regret to that either. कोई उतना before after transformation मेरी कोई picture नहीं है, because and I have tendency to put on weight. कोई ऐसी picture because I've managed that. थोड़ा मोटा भी हो, थोड़ा पतला भी हो, but kind of manage कोई transformation. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं have not let myself go कि वो ये क्या हुआ, you see yourself. मैं पैंट हमेशा टाइट ऐसी बनवाता हूँ कि उससे ज़्यादा करवाऊँ तो फिर मैं चाहे भूखा रह जाऊँ, चाहे 20 किलोमीटर भाग कर आऊँ, उसमें मैं फिट होना है. Yeah, so I was saying, so highest marathon है world का ये. Leh में लोगों को normal सांस नहीं आती है. So to build that, like yesterday I was really busy at work, really busy. I was caught up till late. I had to go and run. ऐसा नहीं मैं postpone कर दूँ सो कल आज ही भागना पड़ेगा मेरे को. I have to build it up to that. I'm doing a triathlon, which is swimming in ocean, then cycling, and then running. And it's Ironman. पता नहीं अभी कैसे करूँ. Swimming का track. भागना तो ऐसा ना थक गए, गिर गए, लेट गए, साइकिल रोक दी. समुद्र में क्या करोगे? And to practice as well, I can run on the road. I can run on treadmill, साइकिल चला सकता हूँ, stationary या road पे. Swimming pool पे भी चला जाऊँ, 4 लेंथ मार लो, उसके बाद एक बार बैठ जाओगे थोड़ा. And I've done open water swimming. It is the most dangerous. I mean, it was life-threatening. So if anybody knows Loch Ness monsters, right? Have you heard? So I've swam in there. It was quite dangerous. Actually, they had shut the swim because it was life-threatening for everyone. Good experience. I've traveled over 33 countries and across India. मैं गुड़गांव से हूँ. I've driven down from Gurgaon to Kolkata. I've taken my vehicle to Siliguri, Darjeeling, Bangkok, across पूरा Rajasthan, Spiti, Leh. I mean, India has apart from 33 countries. India is amazing. I mean, मेरे अभी के stint में बता दो Manali, Jaipur, and Kolkata, and I'm from Delhi, NCR. Totally different. मेरा ससुराल गोवा है. Every single place has such unique and beautiful. I mean, India is so amazing and diverse. every place has its own pluses and minuses. You must be from different places. You get to know. This was one of the exposures I had to meet people. मैंने कलकत्ता में पंजाबी सीखी है, सही है। मेरे को पता नहीं चला कैसे की है। वो मेरे साथ के पंजाबी या सरदार दिल्ली पंजाब वगैरह थे। And I don't know. I was singing a Punjabi song once, and my sister was like, "When did you learn Punjabi?" I'm like, I don't know. And I know like 95% of it. I can understand. I watch Punjabi movies and so on. And Bengali also सीखी है. So I've come back here in March, and everybody, how do you find Calcutta and everything? And everybody's Bengali. Like they talk in Bengali at the hotel. And after a few days, I told them I know Bangla Bhushawani. So they were shocked to begin with. But nobody was bitching in front of me to begin with. इंटेग्रिटी तो हेल्थ एक बताया मैंने, ज्ञान जो दे रहा हूँ, इन्वेस्ट इन योर हेल्थ। इंटेग्रिटी पता है सब क्या होता है? जब कोई ना भी देख रहा हो, चाहे अकेले भी हो, सही काम कर रहा हो, ठीक है? वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। इट इज इजी टू से एंड बी इंटेग्रल व्हेन यू आर एट अ कंफर्टेबल प्लेस। इफ यू आर स्ट्रगलिंग टू मेक एंड्स मीट, आई डोंट थिंक यू कैन बी इंटेग्रल एट दैट टाइम। बट आई एम श्योर eventually you learn that as well. जो काम करो चौड़े में करो। मैं हूँ जाट हरियाणा से, हम वैसे की ज़्यादा ये फेमस जो भी बोल लो, बट इंटेग्रल लगो ना, चौड़े में रहो, डरो मत किसी से डरने की जरूरत नहीं अगर ठीक काम करोगे। So once when I was talking about the reservation experience in London, I was approached by a friend's acquaintance. So I'll tell you this. Am I pressed on time or can I? No, I'm just talking so you can talk to me. I mentioned I have nothing prepared. Unfortunately, I should have had. I'm just blabbering right now. What I was coming. It's just experience, so I didn't have to prepare a speech as such.
Yes.
So that person, so 8 and 1 bedrooms, reservations under me. It's like attached pseudo travel agency to the profile and what his thing was, and so this company does not exist. It is not giving any business to the hotel. XYZ, I attach it, and at the end of the month, I tell them total productivity kitni rahi hai. They claim commission to the hotel, and because 8 in 1 room, so multi-fold, and I would have had a cut which was more than my then salary. Sounds good. Nobody is getting hurt. शाम को फोन आया था, मैं कह लेट sleep over it, and I could not sleep at all. In the morning, I told him, thank you very much, but do not even try in the company. I'll whistle-blow you. वो पैसे मिल जाते मेरे को, रोज मेरा डरा रहता काम पे जाते टाइम। नौकरी जा सकती थी, and I was a new country itself also. वो those was secondary. मेरे को नींद बहुत प्यारी है, literally बहुत प्यारी है। सब बाहर में जाए, 8 घंटे सोना है। And बहुत important है। कॉलेज में बहुत कुछ होता था ना। I used to be, I mean 3 बजे सोते थे, and I used to be the 3-4 of us used to last also. मैं आज भी लेट आया हूँ। 11 बजे आना था मेरे को। So integrity बहुत, and I have no regrets. पैसे कमा रहा था, अभी बैंक में बड़ा होता ना, XYZ amount, but I would have been ashamed of myself daily, scared of myself entering into the workplace because I'm doing something which is not right. So integrity is doing the right thing even when somebody is not looking. So be an example citizen, what you'd like to see. Respect everybody. Everybody is an individual. You have no right to shout at people, slap or hit or तो secondary बात है. Even as a team, earlier there used to be culture in hotels की वो मैनेजर बहुत अच्छा है, सबकी फाड़ के रखता है, and सब डरते हैं उससे. I don't think that's a good style of management person. वो वैसे भी ट्रेंड चाहिए, but you'll still find now and then here and there some veterans will be like that. And again, everybody has their own leadership styles, own management style, own working style. That's my style. डांट के काम ना तो बच्चों को डांट के काम होगा, and बच्चे भी तुम्हारे बच्चे भी they are individuals, you don't own them. So you have to respect them as individuals yourself. And likewise, staff and vendors and everybody. खुश रहो, स्वस्थ रहो, मस्त रहो, ये मेरा नारा है. स्वस्थ रहो, मस्त रहो. ठीक है ना? चल सारे काम आराम से हो जाते हैं. Communication is the key. बात करो, तुम्हारा पार्टनर है, गर्लफ्रेंड है, मम्मी है, पापा है, भाई, फ्रेंड, स्टाफ है, गेस्ट है, बात करोगे ना, सब क्लियर हो जाएगा. Communication. कुछ क्वेश्चंस है वैसे, प्लीज फील फ्री, कीप शूटिंग. अरे वो जो सर बता रहे थे
क्रूज लाइन सर.
क्रूज लाइन यार कभी मेरा इंटरेस्ट रहा ही नहीं है क्रूज लाइन पे. जस्ट पर्सनल. So in between, I've done a lot of other stuff as well. Like so my trajectory has been really amazing. I've been quite lucky to have that kind of experience. You'll find people अगर एक department में है, उसी department में ही कर रहे हैं, which is fine. I mean, whatever is जो भी उनको ठीक लगता है. Cruise or airlines, I was never keen. Just not personally doesn't help me. सर बोले तो एक बोनी कपूर और Z5 कल किसी ने कहा जीत की जिद Z5 पर है. Z5 ऑनलाइन जीत की जिद एक प्रोग्राम.
जीत की जिद.
यहाँ लगवा लेना बात में ऐसे थोड़ा सा एक so they were staying with the मनाली में काफी शूटिंग वगैरह होती थी, फिल्म शूटिंग करना. अभी किसी ने देखा है असुर.
यस सर.
असुर की शूटिंग भी वहीं हुई थी. तो हर्षद वारसी वगैरह काफी एड्स एंड कई मूवीज वगैरह की होती रहती. वादियां वगैरह बहुत पहले. So I was ये जीत की जिद इस अमित साध है जानते हैं? अमित साध कौन है जानते हैं? अमित साध. रील में भी था. So ठीक है. So he's a good actor. Sushant Singh जो जिंदा है. So basically they offered me a role. मैं कहा मजाक कर रहा हूँ, कहते हैं एक्टिंग करोगे कभी टीवी करा. मैं कहा एक बार MTV का एक क्लब में उन्होंने हमारा वीडियो लिया था, बस वही करा था. So they gave me a role of Pakistani general. I had a few dialogues. It's a good experience. I mean, one of our batchmates from IAM, he's an actor, Ashish Bhatia. He comes in, do you know of him? Okay, so he comes in a lot of ads. He was in Dear Zindagi, अगर किसी ने देखी है, आलिया भट्ट के साथ. Yes. So अगर जो Canadian बंदा आता है, याद है किसी को? एक Canadian बंदा आता है, शादी के लिए उसने. हाँ, so he is the same guy, Jody buddy of mine from IAM. So वो actor है, he's doing multiple ads, he's doing well, yeah. So मैं suddenly बिना किसी उसके and decent role. I mean Pakistani आदमी तो मम्मी कहती बेटा Indian आर्मी होता. And my daughter was the only one. She was like, I did not like it, and she was crying. मैं कहा क्यों? Because I get shot in the head. So she's young, so पता ना हम भी सोचते थे बचपन में ये अरे एक्टर बन गया हमारा. मैं डोंट वरी में जिंदा हूँ.
ओके ट्रेलर चला दूँ वहाँ पर जीत का.
ट्रेलर में नहीं बट आप लगा सकते हो if you want. I can log in आया. और किसी को क्वेश्चन इंडस्ट्री के बारे में अपने पर्सनल्स के बारे में.
Anyone else have any questions to ask? Please feel free.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please. It's okay. Relax.
After the 3 years of this course, what are the best options for the Canadians after?
So yeah, totally like you was asked about cruise. Somebody might be interested in cruise. So आप जब इंडस्ट्री ट्रेनिंग करोगे ना, that time you have the reality check, you test the waters. हाँ, so जब आप होटल्स में काम करोगे, there will be experience. So अभी जब मैं मोरा बता GM से तो कभी मिलना ही ट्रेनिंग जो करी थी, कैसों से बात कर रहे लाउड नहीं. अभी हर कोई मैं GM हूँ, हर कोई आता नहीं. Things have changed. So I did not tell anybody that I'm coming in there, and it was shot in October. It got launched in January. So few of the guests who had seen the program or who had met me and then seen the program, they were very confused. Is it me? Is it somebody else? And a lot of people watching had know me and had no idea that I'll be featuring that. Like, आप उसका कहते हैं Sudhangshu लग रहा है. Sudhangshu कहता हो तो चल रहा है. हाँ, so coming back to your question, sir. Yeah, it totally depends on you. Whatever your interest lies in. So apart from the 4 core operational departments, the pillars of the hotels, front office, housekeeping, food, the room service हो गया, food and beverage, production and service, CFS हो गया. So the pillars हो गए, and then there are like so sales and marketing है. A lot of people, so I mean sales is one of the areas you can think of as well. It has a bright future and career. Marketing, again, I mean nowadays digital marketing specifically is huge. Coming from experience of hotels will always be preferred rather than getting anybody from digital or marketing experience. I mean you can always develop on that as well. For accounting where I will need a little more people from accounting background as such. So out of the 4 core on sales and marketing, whatever your interest is. And then again, people are in hospitals, they're in corporates, they're in
Thanks.
Feel free, you can take my number. Feel free to reach out for any advice, any suggestions, anything. Anything. Please.
Till now you have said your lots of experience, but I want to know that what is your best experience?
So as a good question, तब मेरे को कई बोलते कनाडा अच्छा था, लंदन अच्छा था, इंडिया में मनाली अच्छा था, तो कौन सा कलकत्ता. I really enjoyed everywhere. It's just here. It's all here. I had brilliant time here in college days. जब end में आते classic से शुरू करते थे महीना, end में पीढ़ी पे आ जाते थे. From that time till whatever, I mean, it's just all here. You can literally it's all here. It's not very cheap. मैं अपने बेटे को बोलता छोटा था और जब चोट लगी ना मैं कहा you know it's all here. दर्द यहाँ नहीं हो रहा, यहाँ हो रहा है. Just think नहीं हो रहा. वो थोड़ी देर एक बार थोड़ी देर चुप हो गया. It's still paining. वो तो बच्चा था. When you it's all about how you handle things. Will go south. It's how you. So in a hotel as well. I mean, it might be the best hotel. सब कुछ अच्छा. Things can go wrong. We are dealing with people. We are dealing with machinery. We are dealing with so many things. Things can go wrong. It's how you take care of it. How you react to that situation. How you. So कभी भी ना मत बोलो hospitality में ना. Not इसकी बजाय ये options. How you're handling it. So it's all here. How you handle, how where you want to enjoy. Pros and cons हर जगह ये रहते हैं. अगर best place, like I don't personally, as I mentioned, I've traveled quite extensively. I've stayed in hostels as well as in luxury hotels as well. And I've had brilliant times in homestays and hostels. Irrespective of the price I was paying, it's just the vibes and the environment they had created. And I have actually had bad stays in really expensive hotels because of nothing that I had my expectations there, just the basic things were missing. So, it's all here. I really enjoyed my time in Calcutta. I had a great time in Jaipur, amazing time in Manali. So, everywhere, London में बहुत गया था, गाने बहुत गया था. सारी जगह जहाँ घूमने भी जाते हैं, अच्छी जगह होती है. It's all here. Cheers.
Sir, can you say something about the company like Howard Johnson? Is it a restaurant or a hotel? Or
Sure. So Howard Johnson is part of Wyndham. Please, thank you. So Howard Johnson is part of Wyndham Hotels. Now Wyndham, Ramada, so Ramada is part of Wyndham. They have other 20 brands under Wyndham. Howard Johnson is one of them. India mein is not huge at the moment. In fact, our company had the exclusive rights to expand Howard Johnson's in India. They have one in Calcutta, one in Bangalore. Ramada, Udaipur is 50% theirs. And then they wanted to expand Howard Johnson, but because it's an American company, American chain, franchisee, you have to abide by their brand operating standards and SOPs. Okay. Now, as per American health and safety, one floor should have 2 fire exits. India mein, as per law, 1 fire exit is good enough. So, कई ऐसे hotels when they are going to take on lease, सब कुछ बढ़िया है, but some takes were not happening. That's where they thought of introducing their own brand, Renest. So this hotel is a 90-room 4-star hotel. We have gym, spa, restaurant, banquet hall. It's predominantly a transient airport hotel. So it does not have huge. So it's not a resort. It's just a building with rooms. Crew आते हैं, groups आते हैं, corporate भी cater करते हैं. So that hotel is like that. And yeah, that's good.
Thanks, sir.
As you know, we are freshers. Tell us what is the key to success in our life.
So key to success, buddy. Thank you. Success is quite personal. Somebody might be happy where they are. Somebody might want to grow. So if you talk about examples of current life, I mean, it's amazing for me to. So Jeff Bezos used to work in McDonald's. I think the first job was McDonald's.
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine McDonald's में काम करते he's the richest man in the world in one lifetime. Blows my mind. That's amazing. So that's his success. It's personal, like physique as well. Somebody might be a bodybuilder, somebody might be an athlete. क्योंकि physical appearance will be different,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So ये नहीं वो ज़्यादा fit है ये ज़्यादा fit है. It's the personal way they want to get to. So I do a lot of heavy weight lifting as well, but I've left that right now. So few months ago I was a little more this thing, बोलना थोड़ा सा tight, ठीक है. But now because I'm running, वो सारा shed होके I'm getting more leaner. So वो भी change करते रहते हैं जब you know when you're working on it. What where do you want to get? So success is quite personal, but some tips, if I may, जो integrity बताया मैंने, always keep that. Gratitude, be thankful for what you have, and be you know पूजा पाठ ठीक है जो भी religious रहते हैं वो एक श्रद्धा अपनी अपनी रहती है, but be gratitude ये करो, खुश रहो, ये मतलब जो है आपके पास उसका thanks करके आगे बढ़ो. Respect बताया मैंने, respect everybody, including yourself. Love yourself first. Be selfish. Absolutely, everybody is selfish. You should be. If you don't like yourself, love yourself, you cannot love anybody else.
Yes.
It's totally, you have to accept yourself. You want to change something in yourself, you can. Obviously, जो नहीं कर सकते change वो नहीं होता. But other things, you know, be it whatever, personality wise, physical, जो भी है, जहाँ भी जाना चाहते हैं, कुछ language learn करते हैं, कुछ भी है, so you can always take interest in it. मैं अभी भी मैं पढ़ता रहता हूँ and I've done a lot of courses. Lockdown में I've done a lot of courses. I've learned drums, I've learned tennis, I've done a lot of stuff what generally other people. So I suck at everything as I mentioned. But I've करा बहुत कुछ है, try बहुत कुछ करा है. So सेहत, you love yourself, integrity, respect everybody, gratitude, hard work तो I don't have to mention that is you know कुछ भी hard work के बिना नहीं मिलेगा. मिल भी गया ना, you will not be able to justify that. अभी आपको कोई जनरल मैनेजर बना दे, great आप जनरल मैनेजर बन गए, करो क्या? आपको एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, जब पता नहीं है, एंड वो सब कुछ एक्सपीरियंस से ही आता है. एट टाइम आई थिंक मैं यार इतने साल निकाल दिए, मुझे ये नहीं पता था अभी तक, एंड अभी भी कभी कभार हो जाता है. ऑल्दो आई बीन डूइंग लॉट ऑफ स्टफ एंड आई हैव डन लॉट ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट्स, एंड इन बिटवीन आई फॉरगॉट टू मेंशन आई हैड अ बिजनेस ऑफ माय ओन आल्सो. सो व्हाइल वर्किंग इन लंडन आई वाज डूइंग मल्टीपल properties I was handling. I was raising one child at that time. I was doing marathons and all of that stuff as well. I used to go to the gym. I used to watch a movie every week, sleep 8 hours, watch TV, party, as well as run a business. So 7 days I would be in school. पता नहीं कैसे करता मैं. If I look back, I would get amused myself. कर कैसे? And I was very, as I was burning candles from both ends. I was doing everything. I was very happy doing everything. Because probably I was happy, it did not come as a load on me. कि भाई कितना काम करोगे. So business what we had was, that's a good story. Time है ना?
Yes.
Uncomfortable is yes. So how that business started was, other two friends from IAM itself, they're in UK, very good friends of mine. We started a boat party on Thames, boat rent करी, बैसाखी रही, that was our first. बोट रेंट करी, फ्लायर बनाया, किचन के कुछ स्टाफ थे, प्लस वी आर फ्रॉम हॉस्पिटल इटसेल्फ. ब्रोशर्स बांटे, टिकट्स बिकी, 20 pounds पर टिकट, उसमें आपका बोट पे पार्टी है, खाना है, अल्कोहल वाज दे कैन बाय अल्कोहल विद दैट, एंड इंडियन म्यूजिक, डीजे. इट वाज अ ग्रेट हिट, एवरीबडी लव्ड इट. सो कोई भी फंक्शन आता, बोट हायर करी, एंड वी मेड क्वाइट टीचर मनी. Then we start, उससे कुछ orders आए for birthday parties. Again a hit. वहाँ से शादी के order आए. And so we formed a company. We used to have food tastings at other restaurants. से tie up करा था. Lunch was not that busy. Rather restaurants generally evening time में busy रहते हैं. So if you want to do a wedding, we are in contact. Food taste करते हैं ना. So we do that tasting at somebody else's place. Eventually we took up a restaurant. So 75 covers plus 45 PDR at a huge lawn at a billionaire's area in outskirts of London. Beautiful place it was. Great stint we had. Great food was actually very good and the area was beautiful. Grand occasions were the name, and U-Tree was the name of the restaurant. So when I wrapped up and came back to India for good, it was a bit too tough for rest of the two. So हम तीन में से दो काम कर रहे थे and business भी करते, एक ने जॉब छोड़ ली. We had put him on salary, थी घर चलता है उसका. So yeah, when they came back, it was tough for two of them. So I pulled out and they wrapped up eventually. But for good 4.5 years, we ran that. It was our own business, so हम सारा काम खुद ही करते थे. अगर टॉयलेट भी साफ करना है, ग्लास भी धोने हैं, अगर किसी को मैं हायर करता हूँ पाकिस्तानी, बांग्लादेशी, इंडियन हो, कोई पोलिश हो, कोई भी, अपनी ही जेब से पैसे देने. Why to जब हम खुद कर सकते हैं, जितना कर सकते हैं. So do और बेस्ट पार्ट था कि बार था हमारा ही. फ्रेश बियर निकाल के पी रहे हैं, नहीं ग्लास में. So it was our place, right? So how to manage it was up to us. But yeah, it was a good exposure and good stint. India, I've thought about getting into business 4 times. I've pulled out. अभी मैं इतना desperate नहीं हूँ, so probably that's why it's just taking it really easy. Maybe eventually sometime.
So another question is that after completing, so we are going for any particular department job. So my question is that about should we go for after going for the particular job for a couple of years, should we go for that then again return to a college and go for an MBA and then after apply for manager, or should we go step by step like working in various type of department in
So good question. Very good question. Please. A good MBA college is okay. They always recommend to have experience first and then do the courses. At least 2 years of experience, you have the ground reality, and then you'll be able to have practical inputs and everything when you're starting out as well. If you want to work in hotels, I personally would not recommend. It's not required at all to do an MBA. It will not. Hotels में काम करना है. MBA will not give you any advantage. It is all about the experience after you join. Okay. Should you wish to do anything else, by all means. So one of my friends from this batch itself, he my batch from IAM, he did an MBA and he is the vice president in DLF right now. So it's a great position, great post. He had done an MBA. I've done masters, post graduation basically in hospitality itself. And learning तो है ही, पढ़ाई exercise waste नहीं होती है. Learning तो होगी. However, you really don't need to spend that money or time unless you have some other plans if you want to diverge it to something else. And by all means, there's no harm in doing that. You won't believe, so my wife is a year elder to me. She had done IHM from Goa in those times. So 2001 pass out she was, I was 2002 pass out from IAM. So I had done 2 diplomas and a degree here. There, IHM from Goa. At that point in time, they used to only have a diploma for hospitality. वो अभी कर रही है डिग्री. आज उसका पेपर है 2 बजे, आखिरी पेपर है, 3rd year का लास्ट पेपर है उसका आज. अभी वो पढ़ाई कर रही है एक डिग्री के लिए. IHM से. Nothing has stopped her. In fact, she was doing really well in her career. She had, once we got married, one of us had to come out of the hospitality hotels, otherwise दिखाई नहीं. So she sacrificed very, but she's happy and doing well. She's working also. So nothing stopped her from continuing in hospitality as well to do very well. So yeah, कुछ और करना है तो by all means you may, but not, you don't really need an MBA.
Oh, means experience are more better than the going
Absolutely.
for
Hotels में काम करो, it will be experience.
So, please share experience or struggle that you have went through for the starting years of your career.
यार मैं बताया मैं काफी लकी हूँ please.
Thanks.
Quite lucky. जहाँ चाहा था वहाँ मिल गया. नहीं ऐसे नहीं है. कई बार jobs apply करें and I have not been selected. वो struggle थोड़ी अभी हो रही है मेरे को. Because as you rise on higher level, so hierarchy भी ऐसी होती है ना, ऐसी होती है. So ऊपर की position पे there are different expectations or whatever. So if I apply for a week somewhere, there might be other candidates who might have better experience or whatever. So there, yeah. But otherwise ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. अभी pretty happy. Lucky you may say. कर्मा एक और चीज है. मैं बताया मैं spiritual नहीं हूँ, but कर्मा पे believe करता हूँ. So be good to others and come back to you. एक internal peace भी रहता है. सही काम करो. Integrity, karma is pretty much aligned the same things in terms of सही करो. ऐसा कुछ. I mean रही है छोटी मोटी इधर जैसे बताया जब bread और नमक के साथ खाएं. Good times. ठीक है. Shall we wrap it up? हाँ. Okay.
This kind of any tips and something to get the job in Royal Academy.
Yeah, no, I've never explored the
Cruise lines.
cruise, so not the right words to give it tips.
Some other courses after I am doing diploma in one. After doing this.
I'm sure कुछ ना कुछ होगा यार. मैंने कभी देखा ही नहीं है. I've not got into it to give you any advice on that. Sorry.
We have faculty who have worked in cruise lines in Kayaking.
हाँ, I'm sure कोई ना कोई हमें faculty might be able to
faculty
tell.
who have worked in cruise lines.
हाँ. What time?
Anything else, right? Anything else you want to ask? Because Mr. Rathi is a very busy man.
It's okay, I'm here for you. If you have anything, feel free. Anybody wants to reach out, by all means, you can share my number. Anybody wants
Sure, I
to
will share.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rathi sir. Thank you very much for spending your time.